So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to put in basically a thermostat interface module. This one I'm putting in on a City Multi system, so I can use your typical thermostat and don't have to use a Mitsubishi thermostat. So now you could use really any thermostat out there, any Honeywells or other brands that are out. You could use a different thermostat with the City Multi system. So almost it's like a conversion kit for it. The thermostat interface part number is a PAC-US444CN-1, and now I'm just going to go over how to put it in. So I currently have a ducted model. You can see the model number there is a PEFY-P30NMAU-E3. I'm just showing you this here because I already have this one set in here, but there's a CN105 right up in here. This little Molex plug just plugs in right here, and then you can just run your wire out to wherever you're going to have it. This one I have is out here and it's all wired in, but that's how it plugs into the control board. So right here on the thermostat interface module, I'm just going to kind of go over some of the wiring. If you have your typical thermostat and you've been doing this, it's pretty self-explanatory for you, but I'm just going to go over it briefly. So if you're going to hook everything up, basically your G is going to go to your fan, W1 is your first stage of heat, W2 second stage, Y1 your first stage of cooling, Y2 second stage. The G1, G2, G3, I didn't have to use on my model. That's if you have like a low, medium, high fan speed to wire in differently. I was able just to get away with just wiring it straight to the G only terminal. And then the one that's just with a single R, and then that would be for your 24 volt power, and then your C is your common, and those ones all would wire to your thermostat that you have on the wall. And the way that I had to wire in the TR and the TC, I actually had to run a separate transformer. So I had to have power brought in, and then I ran my low voltage off that transformer to power up this thermostat interface. So here you can see, basically I have everything wired in right here for my thermostat, and then also for my transformer into the interface. So right here it's saying when both Y2 and W2 are connected, it is recommended to set switch 2-6 to the on position. I ended up doing this on my interface module because I hooked up Y2 and W2 on my system to make it a little bit more efficient. So I'm going to show you how to get to that dip switch and how to switch that dip switch. Here you have your interface. There was 4 screws in the back here. I've already taken the screws out, so now you can basically, this just comes apart just like that. Found the SW2 switch bank, which is this one right here in number 6, and it wants you to switch it to the on position. So I flipped that little switch and that one is on, and that is all the changes I need to make for the thermostat that I have hooked up. I usually write on the exterior of the interface with like a Sharpie just stating that I had switched it to on, so someone doesn't have to pull it completely apart to figure out what I've done. So we use that interface so we could use this Pelican wireless thermostat. Even though it says wireless, it does have to be wired still. But you can see I basically just matched up everything on here as far as Y, W, G, W2, Y2, basically all the same colors I have hooked up to my interface. Once you power everything up, everything should be off to the races, and this thermostat should work exactly like it was wired into a normal split system or any normal heating and air conditioning system. This will also work with any Honeywell stat or really any basic thermostat that you are used to using on your other applications. It should transfer over to this as well. So now our City Multi system should work just fine with our normal thermostat that we have on the wall, and we're not having to use any of the Mitsubishi specific thermostats. Stay tuned for more videos with helpful HVAC tips from a service technician.